Hello and welcome to this breakdown of the halftime show at the 57th Super Bowl featuring Rihanna. You might be thinking to yourself, I just watched this performance and I didn't see a lot of symbolism in it. I wonder what this guy's going to talk about. What is there to say? Well, we have to think about, first of all, there's always symbolism. There's always symbolism in these events. You just have to look closer. And you're right, it was very minimalistic. I mean, Rihanna just wore her puffy red outfit. It was quite striking, but nothing especially stands out about it as being demonic or evil or Illuminati or anything like that. You're right. But you have to remember that this Super Bowl came exactly 1 week after what was probably the very most obvious show ever by the Elite, which was at the Grammys last Sunday, where Sam Smith performed what looked like a satanic ritual. And he, just like Rihanna, is wearing full red. He displayed devil horns. He threw up the 666 hand gesture. So do you really think that Rihanna would come out during the Super Bowl and do the same thing again? Do you think she'd come out, throw up the 666, wear some devil horns or something? Probably not, because, you know, if you think of the Elite as kind of thinking of the general public as sheep, you can't scare the sheep every week because they're going to start to freak out. If they just came out and Rihanna's throwing up the 666 hand gesture and everything, people would make that big news. It would be in all the, you know, on all the YouTube channels that talk about this kind of stuff. People would be saying, look, they did it again. But don't worry, there was symbolism, and I'm getting to that. I'm getting that in a moment. It's just they didn't make it so obvious. So check it out. The Elite is always going to show their cards. It's just the way they operate. They're always going to show you that there is some symbolism going on. But like I said, they're not making it so obvious in this case. So how did they do it? Well, you know what they did this year? They made a trailer for the Super Bowl, and they put the symbolism in that, and they released it like a month ago. And I'm going to show you a clip from that in just a bit where you can see the symbolism. Last year, I watched the whole Super Bowl halftime show, and almost they made it through the whole show with no Illuminati symbolism. But then, at the very end, Dr. Dre throws up a, you know, the sign of the devil there. Now, it could mean a lot of different things. I'm not 100% sure that Dr. Dre meant that he's throwing up the sign of the devil, but really, there's only so many signs that people see and they know and they think of as being Illuminati. The devil hand sign like this, the eye, throwing up the supposed 666 sign, and one more of them is covering your mouth like this, the shh sign. Now, the celebrities, they can go out on a limb as much as they want and say, you know, we think it's so stupid that you would say that we're in the Illuminati. What a dumb thing to even bring up. And so many people on this channel will be like, ah, ha, ha, I can't believe he's bringing up the Illuminati. You believe in that? But basically, the reason that I make these kind of videos and the reason that I talk about it and the reason that I expose it is because I think it's very unhealthy to, in our society, basically, we are shown these symbols all the time, these one-eye signs, and we see these symbols, and no one ever talks about them because there's this kind of like fear of ridicule, or there's this fear of, you know, what if people think that I'm the crazy Illuminati believer or something. But, you know, as I'm watching this trailer, I'm like, okay, Rihanna, I won't make any video about any signs if you don't give me any signs. Just show me a trailer where there's no Illuminati stuff. And I noticed her hair was quite weird, but I was like, that's okay. Maybe Rihanna likes her hair like that this season. Maybe that's normal. I mean, it's just it's something different. That's cool, that's cool. But then at the end, of course, there's got to be either like this. There has to be a sign. So this time, what did we go with? With the double meaning of, you know, shut up everybody that's talking badly about me not performing for so and so amount of years. Like, well, not performing, but not putting out an album for, you know, quite a few years. You need to be quiet. I'm silencing my haters. But subconsciously, we all know that this is the thing that we were waiting for. We were waiting to see, what is the sign going to be, the hidden sign that shows that something spooky is going on. She throws this up, and, you know, it's in a large amount of people are going to just say, oh, it's nothing, that's just a coincidence. But why is it every year? Last year, the very obvious sign of the devil horns. This year, already, just in the preview, a sign. So what do you think about it? What do you think it means? You know, some people say that it's the Masonic sign gesture for that we can't talk about the secret. It really just blows my mind. So this year, as you can see, with the Grammys being back-to-back, with the Super Bowl, they didn't include the symbolism in the actual Super Bowl because it would be overkill. So they included it in the preview. I hope that this was very enlightening for you. If you enjoy this kind of thing, if you like to see breakdowns, if you want to know, you know, what kind of messages are being put into music videos, I might even in the future occasionally do some movie breakdowns or other things like that. Please do subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up if you'd like to spread this message to other people so that they can know what we are being like kind of subliminally fed as a society, because these symbols are everywhere. Every time you see a movie poster, you see the one eye symbolism on the cover, like in 7 out of 10 cases. And I really am curious about what seeing all of this secret symbolism really does to us as a society, since no one ever really talks about it. It's just this really bizarre thing that people are almost afraid to talk about it because they don't want to be ostracized by society. I mean, that's why you're watching this video right now, right? Like, are you going to be able to talk about this kind of stuff with your coworkers at work without them thinking you're crazy? Not really, because it's just a joke to a lot of people, but it's not a joke because it's there. And you know, I'm not going to be shamed into not talking about it, and that's why my channel exists. So if you'd like to get on board with that and like join this revolution where we don't just like ignore all of the symbols that we're fed constantly, but we talk about them and we expose them into the light, then do subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And if you didn't see my breakdown about Sam Smith's performance last week, you can check that out up here. I'll leave a link at the end of the video. And thanks so much, and see you in the next one. Peace.